Hey guys, it's Addison. I put up a video earlier this week, but I just deleted it because it didn't really say anything. It was just me bitching, because I had this really crazy heartburn going on, and I'm pretty certain it's over now. It went away around 11 o'clock last night, so that was 3 days of heartburn. Really scary. I thought I was gonna die at some point because it would come all the way up into my jaw. And that's really crazy. If you've never had heartburn that came into your jaw before, it's really fucked up. So take some Tums. But, I wanted to talk a little bit, before my therapy session this week, because I've been feeling really weird. And it's not that I'm, backtracking on transition again. I think I'm pretty much over that, but, it's just really hard for me to do my autobiography, because there's a lot of stuff that was, should have clued me in to the fact that I was different, but I didn't really pick up on it. I'm kind of oblivious to a lot of stuff. It's why I'm really bad at flirting, because I have a tendency to not realize people are flirting with me. But, also I'm really submissive, so it's hard for me to be assertive and flirt with people. Put that aside, it's really hard for me because there's this duality that goes on in my head. Because on one hand, it's these are the people that have access to your hormones. These are the people that can help you pay for your hormones. These are people that are trying to help you. But in order to, impress them, I have to be more masculine. And it's not that they're pressuring me to be more masculine. I mean, Jan is great, and he's a great therapist. He's not as good as the one I was at over the summer, but she was helping me more with my anxiety and less with my transition concerns. So it's a matter of different concerns than, different, one's better than the other. But regardless, he's been really good about my non-binary presentation, and he's been totally supportive of it from day one, and that's great, but at the same time, there's still this little nagging voice in the back of my head that's going, these people have your hormones. These people have your hormones, and if you seem like a girl to them, they're not going to give you hormones. And so, I was really kind of restrictive on my autobiography as to what I put in it and what I emphasized in it. Because I was a lot more aggressive about, ascribing feelings to the situations that were going on that might not be completely accurate. I am thinking back on, middle school, so it's been a while, since this stuff happened. So a little bit of hindsight 2020 is happening here, I'm sure. But I know there's actually, a actual response that I've been having to them in terms of trying to ascribe slightly stronger emotions, or maybe putting interpretations on them that might not have been apparent at the time. And I'm not sure that that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Because looking back on it now, it seems like a lot of this stuff was true, I just wasn't aware of it, and that's mostly because I didn't have the language for it. If I had understood when I was little that sometimes people feel like boys when they're not built like a boy, and that people can feel like boys even if they're not fast, even if they're not athletic, even if they're not good at math, because those are all things that are typically ascribed to boys that I don't possess. I run for shit. You will beat me in a race. I'm not that athletic. I have strength and I can arm wrestle some people, but if anyone is actually athletic, they will quickly put me down. My dad kicks my ass all the time because he cuts meat for a living, so he has, crazy arm muscles. Skinny bastard, too, but it's really strange. He, arm wrestles, 20-somethings all the time. But, and I suck at math. I'm really bad at it, despite the fact that both my parents went to college for it. So that just goes to show you that genetics isn't everything. But, so, I mean, if I had known that at the time, I probably would have been more quick to see my feelings as trans feelings, instead of just, like, me trying to incorporate me liking girls and me feeling like a boy into a queer identity, which is what happened eventually. So it's been a really strange process of reconciling all this stuff into an autobiography, and I'll be interested to see what Jen says tomorrow, because hopefully we're gonna go over stuff tomorrow. I'm not gonna just ramble like I usually do for an hour, which is why I haven't made any progress. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get that a little bit further tomorrow, and so I will be able to go to gender team and get hormones and things, because that would be fantastic. But we will see. I'm gonna go do more work like I told Chris I was going to, and I will talk to you kids after therapy at some point.